Gaming. It's one of those things that I believe every person must have done at least once in his life. If you look at me today, I'm a big fan of video games. If there is a game which is playable on my PC or my mobile, I don't prefer missing it. So this episode is about this only, that how an innocent Indian kid turned into a hardcore gamer. So this is EG and you're watching By Heart with EG. Let's start. When I was 5 to 6 years old, my parents got me a gaming console with all those retro games like Super Mario, Contra, and 1198 more games. If you know what I mean. The games of that console were stored in tapes, and believe it or not, it was the PlayStation 5 of my time. I played the first game of my life using that console only, and that game was none other than the OG Super Mario Brothers, which is still my favorite retro game. Sometime later, I went to my cousin's place and he introduced me to a game which changed my life. When I met him, he was too obsessed with some game called GTA. He was talking about it the whole time, and not gonna lie, it kinda pissed me off. But when I saw that game, I seriously did not regret seeing it. And that game was Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I was so amazed to look at it. I mean, the environment, characters, graphics, cars, everything looked so realistic that it felt like I was watching a movie. But now if we look at that game, it doesn't meet the standards of the modern video games. But at that time, I'm not kidding, it seriously felt like I was watching a movie. Luckily, my dad was coming back from his office and he had to pick me up from my cousin's place. So he had some pen drives in his bag. I copied the game in one of those pen drives and installed it in my PC later. Talking about my PC, it was an old desktop computer with a retro fat monitor, some old Pentium dual core processor, 2GB RAM and no graphics card. That was my so-called gaming rig. Okay, coming back to the topic. When the game loaded for the first time in my PC, it made me so happy. I played that game for about 2 years I guess, and one day I got on a mission named Demolition Man. And that was the first time I screamed at a video game. Because I was playing that game for a really long time, it started getting boring. And guess what? The same cousin introduced me to the updated version of GTA Vice City, which was GTA San Andreas. And you won't believe, but the level of goosebumps that I experienced after witnessing GTA Vice City were nothing in front of those of GTA San Andreas. Cause in this game, we had a lot more freedom than GTA Vice City. We could enter houses, we could climb walls, and most importantly, we could swim. Yes, we could enter water without having the fear of drowning. I got in a relationship for the first time in this game only. Yes, my first and last girlfriend was a character of this game, Dennis Robinson, girlfriend of the protagonist of this game. And this was the game that I played the most, for about 3 to 4 years I guess. But frustrating missions didn't leave me here too. I came across a mission called Wrong Side of the Tracks, and I'm sure that all of us OG gamers still remember the iconic dialogue of this mission, which was,
"All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ."
I used to trouble my elder cousin to complete those hard missions for me. I really enjoyed playing that game, and I still play it sometimes to get those crazy nostalgic feelings, to cherish the memories of GTA San Andreas, Los Santos, Carl Johnson. Then one day, I saw the gameplay of GTA 5, and once again, it completely blew my mind, because this was so close to reality. Those cars, characters, buildings, trees, all this was so realistic that once again I urged to play that game too. Oh my god, how crazy I am for video games. Never mind, so someone told me that this is a really high-end game and it's impossible to run it in my PC. But I was such a brat that I took over my mom's laptop. Even that was not capable of running GTA 5. But you know, I was just a kid. I had zero knowledge about system requirements, hardware, software, graphics, processor, RAM. I had zero knowledge about these things, unlike today. So I considered that laptop to be a supercomputer, to be a gaming laptop. So I installed GTA 5 on that PC, and I'm not lying, My experience of playing GTA 5 on that laptop was just like scrolling through pictures. That game was barely running on 4-5 FPS. And if you don't know, you need at least 30 FPS to play a game. At least 30. And I was getting 4 to 5 FPS. So after months of research, I finally came to a conclusion that I seriously needed an upgrade. I started requesting for a new PC but was repeatedly facing rejections. In the meantime, I played some old games like Mafia 2. It's a game about the American Mafia of mid 1900s. The story started in 1945 and it ended in 1951. And dude, that game was a masterpiece. All those retro touches like vintage cars, old songs, telephones, everything was done so perfectly. And I will surely recommend you to play that game. Further, I played GTA 4, which is about a guy who came to New York in order to kill someone for justice, and this game had a really dark ending. And this game too, it was amazing. You should definitely play it. There was another game which helped me pass time, and it was Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yes, you guessed it right. It's a racing game and it's really nice. You should try it. An year passed while playing these games, and after an year of requesting, I finally got a better PC. It had an i3 3rd generation processor, 8GB RAM and a GT 710 graphics card. It was not a gaming PC, it was not that strong, but yeah, in comparison to that fat desktop and my mom's laptop, it was a beast. This time, my dream of playing GTA 5 finally came true, and now because I had a better rig, I played many more games like PUBG PC, Minecraft, Pacify, etc. I am currently using this PC only. The specifications are almost same as before. I just updated the graphics card from GT 710 to GT 1030 after an year of usage, I guess. And that's all. And I'll once again have to upgrade it. Creating content on this PC really gives me a hard time very frequently. Many programs don't work properly and it sometimes takes 2 to 3 hours extra to edit videos because of the lag and the crashes. So yeah, that's all for this episode. I hope that you all relate with my story. Please tell me your gaming journey in the comments. I'll really enjoy reading your stories. Please like this and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to By Heart with EG if you're watching this on YouTube. And please follow By Heart with EG if you're listening to it on Spotify. I'll see you all next Friday. Till then, take care.